On the breakfast news this morning, Governor Soludo receives recommendations on transformational leadership. CP Orutugu pays a visit to scene of gun attack in Oko Urumba North Council area. Nakan airlifts over 14,000 Nigerian pilgrims from Saudi Arabia. And on the foreign scene, Trump's delay on Iran strike decision leaves Israel in limbo. Security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, remember, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secured and livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Reporters script lost element to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 080-022-00008. ABS TV is now live on free-to-air cable. Join us. My name is Chidima Orangwa, and now the news in full. In a resounding show of solidarity and support, thousands of residents comprising 99 wards of the Anambra North Senatorial Zone gathered for a large rally to express their endorsement of Governor Chukwuma Soludo's administration. The event held at the Otoche Township Stadium, attended by thousands, featured key political figures, community leaders, and enthusiastic supporters, all united in their commitment to Governor Soludo's vision for a livable and prosperous Anambra State. Correspondent HGK Abana tells us more.
The rally themed Sustaining the Solution Legacy, a path to disruptive development in Anambra State, kicked off in the early afternoon with attendees adorned in branded clothes and waving placards bearing messages for support for Governor Soludo. Multiple speakers, including the Speaker of the State House of Assembly, Right Honorable Somtochukwu Udeze, National Chairman of APGA, Barrister Sly Ezokenwa, Honorable Chinedu Obidigwe, State Chairman of APGA, Barrister Ifeatu Biokoye, Commissioner for Special Duties, Barrister Beverly Ibazu Nkemdiche, Member representing Oyi Anaya Melun Federal Constituency, Lady Maureen Bacham, former Chief of Staff to the former Governor Willie Obiano, Mr. Primus Odele, Engineer Marcel Ifejofo, among others, addressed the crowd. They praised his administration's drives to reshape Anambra into a more equitable and advanced state. In his address to the crowd, Governor Soludo reiterated his administration's dedication to transformative governance and economic empowerment, stating that the rally reflects the voice of the people, showcasing an unwavering commitment to progress, a consensus on zoning among the zones, and to ensure development.
We are still focused on the work. We are still working 24/7. We don't see who the opponent is, but when the time comes, we will also campaign as if we are the underdog to an unknown opponent. We will never take the support of the Anambra for granted. We will campaign and make sure that we are going to earn every vote. The day I flagged up the roads in Oboko, I went to flag us also the road leading from Umuezanam to Nzam. And today, not only that the road to Nzam is completed, the road from Nzam town to the local government headquarters is also completed.
The event culminated with the governor being bestowed with the traditional title Olwa Twegu by all the traditional rulers in the region.
The National Association of Igbo African and Communication Studies student, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Awka, has held the 2024-2025 induction and sent forth a ceremony for students of the department at the Faculty of Arts Auditorium. The day is set aside for students of the department to showcase their abilities. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwudi covered the event and now reports.
In his remark, the Dean of the Faculty, Professor George Onwudiwe, charged parents not to shy away from proudly sending their children to study Igbo language, given the inherent knowledge and benefits in it. The head of department, Professor explained that the event is to formally welcome 100 level students while sending forth the graduating students, teaching them what is expected of them in their new phase of life, while also urging all to speak the Igbo language proudly. The president of the association, Mr. Eric Mokoma, and the lecturer in the department, Professor Ifeoma Udechukwu, explained that aside from formally welcoming the new students and their study of the Igbo language, the event is to impart knowledge. The managing director of the Anambra Broadcasting Service, Mr. Christopher Molofu, Unizik Alumni Global President, Associate Professor Ikechukwu Ume, who both received an award of recognition, and the keynote speaker, Dr. Chioma Anago, admonished students to rise above the challenges of the time through focus, prayers, and utilizing their potentials.
The Commissioner of Police in Anambra State, CP Ikioye Orutugu, has visited the scene of a gunman attack in Oka community near the Federal Polytechnic Oko in Orumba North local government area of Anambra State. Recall that some yet to be identified assailants on Thursday attacked the Oka community, killing no fewer than 4 persons suspected to be students and injuring about 7 others. The hoodlums also kidnapped 2 people nearby, causing panic in and around the institution. The hoodlums were said to arrive in the area and start shooting unprovoked in an incident that was later attributed to be cult-related by the police authorities. During Orutugu's visit, he interacted with the hospital's management, where some of the victims are receiving treatment, and offered support for their treatment. In a press release on Saturday, the spokesperson for the Anambra State Police Command, SP Tochukwu Ikenga, said the CP has stepped up reinforcement teams in the area, especially within the hostels and school environment. Ikenga said the CP met with the Orumba North local government chairman, Kasmia Wafo, with some stakeholders in attendance, including the leadership of Oka Polytechnic Students Union, who pledged to collaborate with the police and other security agencies. Anambra State House of Assembly Committee on Health has carried out an oversight visit to the Anambra State College of Nursing Sciences, or in the Idemili North local government area, to access the state of facilities, academic environment, and overall compliance with health education standards. The chairman of the committee and member representing Agwata constituency 2, Honorable Tony Mobike, who led the delegation, said the visit was aligned with the committee's constitutional responsibility to ensure that institutions under the health sector are functioning optimally and contributing effectively to human capital development in the state. Honorable Mobike, who commended the management of the college for their commitment to nursing education and the ongoing infrastructural improvement within the campus, noted that nursing education remains a critical pillar in healthcare delivery system. Hence, the need to see things for themselves, interact with the management, and make recommendations that will help the state government take informed decisions that will benefit the institution and the healthcare sector at large. The acting provost of the college, Mrs. Mercy Ezani, while receiving the lawmakers, thanked them for the visit and noted that the school has witnessed steady progress in student enrollment, academic excellence, and professional output, and called for government intervention towards the road leading to the college. Construction work on the 3.5 kilometers Oga-Mbologu-Amese Road has been completed. The road, which has a spur to the Amese-Akpo Road, has been marked with road signs or with drainage on both sides of the road. Works correspondent Ngozi Obileri tells us more.
On the development, the Commissioner for Works, Engineer Ifeanyi Okoma, said the road is very strategic and important to Anambra State road route, saying it aimed to divert the people dualized Ekulobia-Oga road currently ongoing. Engineer Okoma noted that the road was impassable before with gully erosion to the extent that it destroyed one of their vehicles when they inspected it before work commenced, adding that more roads are still being awarded.
It's about 3.5 kilometers. Before now, the place is inaccessible with an erosion in between. We were able to resolve the erosion and then treat the road and have what it is. Thank God, by the grace of God, with the support of Professor Charles Chukwuma Soludo, CFR, as the governor, who funded and supported massively the job has been completed.
On his part, an indigene of Mkpologu, Mr. Chinedu Ezibe, told the ABS that the road is very strategic to the economic growth of the area and would give them access to their neighboring communities.
Also, the very started when he member, I is also leader. But I hear my name. Guru about I want to hear Monabara, but is a buru. So we are also angry, it's come out Chanosa.
From Oga Mkpologu Amesi Road, I am Ngozi Obileri for ABS News.
The National Hajj Commission of Nigeria has announced the airlifting of more than 14,000 Nigeria pilgrims from Saudi Arabia. A report for the NACAN Command and Control Center in Makkah, which was posted on the Commission's official X handle, said a total of 14,014 pilgrims from Sokoto and the Federal Capital Territory were airlifted from Jeddah, Saudi Arabia. NACAN said that it will continue to monitor and coordinate all flights from its control center in Makkah, and working closely with airlines and relevant authorities to ensure the safe and efficient transportation of all Nigerian pilgrims. U.S. President Donald Trump self-imposed a 2-week delay to decide whether to strike Iran has sparked confusion and conjecture in Israel. Some of Israel's most senior officials had openly pushed for U.S. involvement, arguing that American military involvement can shorten the conflict and allow Israel to achieve its goal of removing what it has long perceived as an existential threat of a nuclear Iran armed with ballistic missiles. But after Trump's new timeline, Israel's political leaders are being careful in the statement, not wanting to be seen as pushing the president into the exact type of Middle East conflict he has long sought to avoid. Iranian Foreign Minister Abbas Araghchi met with the top diplomats from the United Kingdom, Germany, France, and the European Union on Friday in Switzerland. On Thursday, the White House said the contact between the U.S. and Iran has continued without offering any details of the communications, even as Trump waits on military strikes. Over now to sports. Nottingham Forest has officially tied down head coach Nuno Espirito Santo to a new contract running until 2028, rewarding the Portuguese manager after a record-breaking campaign. In just 18 months at the helm, Nuno has transformed Forest from relegation battlers to European contenders. Last season's 7th place finish, the club's highest in 3 decades, sealed the return to European football for the first time since 1995 and 1996 season. Forest will kick off their 2025-2026 campaign at home to Brentford before turning their attention to UEFA Conference League qualification, a testament to the club's remarkable rise under Nuno's leadership. And that's just about it on the news this morning. But before we go, a quick reminder that you can follow us on our social media handles. Follow us at on Facebook at ABS Radio Television. Follow us on Instagram at ABS Radio Television and on X at ABS Radio TV. Also, our website is www.absradiotelevision.com. A quick recap of our top stories before we go. Governor Soludo has received more commendations on transformational leadership. CP Orutugu has paid visit to the scene of gun attack in Oko Urumba North Council area. NACAN has lifted over 14,000 pilgrims from Saudi Arabia. We told you on the foreign scene that Trump's delay on Iran strike decision has left Israel in limbo. Remember that security is here to stay in Anambra State. In the Anambra, security is everyone's business. And for us to have a more secure, livable Anambra State, let us join forces with the government in securing our state. If you see something, say something. Report to scriptless element to the security operatives for better security of lives and property. Remember the emergency numbers 5111 and 080-022-00008. ABS TV is now live on cable free to air. Join us. My name is Chidima Orangwa. Thank you for joining us. Good morning.